Hello and welcome back to the Solution Center. We're going to have a look at this cargo formula, and this is a formula apparently that you're going to be encountering in your ship stability course very shortly. And the classic situation is to solve for W, which you'll see appears in two places in this equation. So we're going to have to rearrange this equation so that we can solve for the variable W. Okay, so if you're not too sure how to do that, you might have to dig that equation solving procedure out of your garbage can, recycling can, and have a little look at it again, beginning at the first step, since we do indeed have a fraction in our expression. The denominator, m03, is what we're going to be multiplying both sides of the equation by. So you can see I've shown in red here. Here's our denominator, m03, and we're going to multiply the right-hand side of the equation by this denominator and the left-hand side of the equation by that same denominator. On the right-hand side of the equation, the m03's cancel out, leaving us with this expression on the right-hand side. And on the left-hand side, we just have 41.51 times m03. Next step, when we're looking at this equation, is obviously we've got some brackets, some parentheses to deal with here. And on the right-hand side, we see this negative in front of the inner bracket. We look at the inner bracket first, and we multiply that negative, or -1, through the bracket, leaving us with minus 30,400. And of course, a minus times a minus gives us plus 38W. Now, when I move from this line to the next line, I simply drop these outer parentheses or brackets because there's nothing in front of that bracket, so I don't have anything to multiply through there, and I can just drop the brackets, leaving me with this expression. So here's the expression we ended up with, and remember, we're trying to solve for W. So our next step here is to gather like terms. Between each step, when we have a chance, we gather like terms. And you'll see we've got a 47W and a 38W. We're going to combine those to give us 85W. Okay. Having done that, then, we have a look at this expression here. And we're in a position now to use the addition principle to isolate the term containing W. And that means everything that doesn't contain the variable of interest W needs to move over to the left-hand side. And that means that this negative 30,400 has got to go. So, as you can see from the next line, what I've done is shown in red. I'm going to add 30,400 to the right-hand side because it's a negative 30,400 I'm trying to get rid of. So negative 30,400 plus 30,400 gives me 0. And because I added it to the right-hand side, I've got to add it to the left-hand side. And here we go. Here's our expression. 85W isolated on the right-hand side. All the other terms that do not contain W on the left-hand side. Our final step now is to solve for W, and that's simply going to be a matter of dividing by the coefficient. So here we are dividing the right-hand side of the equation by 85 and the left-hand side of the equation by 85. On the right-hand side, the 85's cancel out, leaving us with W equal to this expression.